Improved contact handling in RMS 2012. Being able to handle contacts and fluid fill is a fundamental requirement of your reservoir model. The ability to accurately map hydrocarbons in your field provides essential information which is highly sought after at all stages in your reservoir's life cycle. As hydrocarbons migrate through porous rock, they accumulate in traps restricted by various structural and sedimentological features. It is therefore important to be able to map different contacts and fluid fill within the different segments made up by the faults and seals in your model. The handling of contacts has been greatly improved in RMS 2012, making it now possible to precisely plot your varying contacts across all zones and regions in your model. These can then be clearly visualized in maps, cross-sections, and on horizons in 3D. This video will run through the vast improvements made to the fluid fill functionality in RMS, with an instructive example illustrating the workflow and the stages necessary to create varying contacts across different zones and regions. There are 4 steps to creating varying contacts in your model. You can see these in the workflow here. The first is to define the regions you want to use. This step is only necessary if you want to vary your contacts horizontally across the model. The panel is accessed from a horizon model, giving you the ability to select which faults you want to use as region separators. Here, you can see that 13 different regions are defined from this selection of faults. These can then be regrouped into user-specified regions by applying the same region index number. For this example, I'll use 3 regions. Once the regions have been assigned, the contact table needs defining. This is where you can choose if the contacts should be varied between zones only, regions only, or both zones and regions. The contacts you want to use can also be selected. In this example, I'll select to vary contacts across zones and regions and use just the gas-oil contact and oil-water contact. This defines a table within the Fluid Contacts folder in the data tree. The table can then be linked to any number of horizon models. But be aware that a horizon model can only have one linked contact table at any one time. The new table provides easy access to adding and editing a variety of hydrocarbon contacts, and linking the table at this stage of the workflow means that edits can be immediately viewed on horizons in 3D or zones in 2D. The table can be accessed from the shortcut object where it is linked to the horizon model. I'll fill in the gas-oil contact first. I'll do this for top Rannoch and top nest zones in regions 1 and 2. If I apply this now, you'll see the figure update. Moving to the oil-water contact table, I'll fill in the same sections, but I've got a surface that I'll use for the contact. This can be dropped into a cell from the data tree. Incidentally, if you have a spreadsheet of your contacts, in such as Excel, any number of cells can easily be copy and pasted at once into the contact table in RMS. You can now see the resulting contacts on the zones and a horizon in 2D and 3D. Note that the visual settings can be updated for the contacts in the right-click menu of the item viewed. For the top Rannoch horizon, you can see the fill update as I toggle on the water. In addition to viewing contacts on horizons and zones, high-quality maps can be created and visualized in 2D. This means you get all the benefits that come with the structural mapping capabilities in RMS to produce fantastic illustrations of the contacts in high-definition maps. This brings us to the end of the video, which has hopefully given you a good overview of the new fluid fill functionality in RMS 2012. The short and simple workflow not only enhances the usability of your model, but the ability to assign and map varied contacts in multiple zones and regions vastly increases your model accuracy and in turn improves your results. If you have any questions on what you've seen here, please contact us at rms@roxar.com.